morning, student. In our last period, we have learned about sources of history. There are three types of sources of history: written sources, oral sources, and material sources. In written sources, we have seen about newspapers. Then the second point is Press Trust of India. After 1953, the Press Trust of India has been an important source of primary details of all important events and of articles on important subjects. After 1953, Press Trust of India has an important sources of primary details. In that, there are important events, there are some important articles on important subjects. Press Trust of India has provided reports, photographs and articles on fundamental, on financial and scientific issues to newspapers. This Press Trust of India provided reports, photographs and articles about financial or scientific issues to the newspapers. PTI has now started its online service, and now PTI means Press Trust of India started its online service too. During the 1990s, PTI started using the satellite broadcast technology instead of teleprinters to send news all over the country. Before 1990s, Press Trust of India used other tools to send their information, but after 1990s, PTI started using the satellite broadcast technology instead of teleprinting and to send news all over the country. To send news all over the country, it uses satellite broadcasting technology. This material is important for writing the history of modern India, and this information which PTI sent to all over the country, all over the news channels, this is very important for writing the history of modern India. It is very useful to write the history of modern India. Do you know, among the print media and information contained in the annual issues of the Publications Division of the Government of India is authentic and trustworthy? Do you know all the information among the print media and information contained in the annual issues of Publications Division of Government of India, these all informations is authentic and trustworthy. For example, the Information and Broadcasting Department published India 2000, an annual reference book. Here an example is given to us that Information and Broadcasting Department published India 2000. It is an annual reference book. This reference book is created under Research, Reference and Training Department, and this book is created under the Research, Reference and Training Department. It contains useful information about the land, its people. What is it in the book India 2000? That this book contains many useful information about the land, its peoples, national emblems, political system, defense, education, and instead of that, it also contains information of cultural events and an account of the development in the fields of science and technology. It also contains environment, health and family welfare, information about social welfare, media of mass communication along with basic data. It also contains information related to economics, finance, planning, agriculture, water conservation, rural development, food and civil supplies. Instead of this, it also contains the information of energy, industries, trade and commerce, transport, communication, labor, housing, laws and status. Youth and Sports Department also. It is possible for us to write history with the help of such information. Means this book India 2000, which is published by Information and Broadcasting Department, it is very useful to know the modern period of history. It is very useful to know all about the modern period of history. Then the next point is postage stamps. The postage stamps don't reveal anything on their own. Postage stamps don't reveal any information their own. Yet a historian makes them speak. But the historians take some hard work about it and they make the postage stamps speak. There have been several changes in postage stamps since India became independent. And when India became independent, we see that there have been some several changes in the making of postage stamps. Postage stamps revealed a lot to us about changing times due to the variety in the size of the stamps. Postage stamps reveals lot of information to us. In that, the information of changing times due to the variety in the size of the stamps. Due to the variety of the size of the stamps, we know about the changing times of the stamps. The novelty in their subjects and color schemes. There is very different colors. There are very different types of novelties in their subject. Different types of subjects are printed on the postage stamp. Then they use many color schemes in printing the postage stamps. The postal department issues postage stamps on a wide variety of themes like political leaders, flowers, animals, birds, an event, or the silver, golden, diamond jubilees of century by century, century of different events. The postage stamps department issues postage on a wide variety of themes. Means they use different type of themes to to issue their postage stamps. For that they use political leaders pictures. For that they use flowers, their animals. They use some postage stamps of birds, an event, or silver or golden diamond jubilees, celebration of these jubilees, and centuries, then bicentenary, centuries of different events. It is therefore a valuable respiratory of history. So postage stamps is a very valuable respiratory of history. Do you know the Indian government issued the Jal Cooper stamp in 1977? Indian government issues Jal Cooper stamp, postage stamp in 1977. Jal Cooper was an internationally acclaimed physicist, that is an expert on the subject of postage stamps. Jal Cooper is an international acclaimed philatist, means the expert on the subject of postage stamp. Born on a Paris household in Mumbai, Cooper edited India's Stamp Journal. He was born in a Parsi household in Mumbai. Cooper edited India's Stamp Journal. He edited India's Stamp Journal. He was the founder of the first Philatelic Bureau in India, and he was also the founder of the first Philatelic Bureau in India, an office that collected stamps. Philatelic Bureau means an office which collects the postage stamp. He founded the Empire of Indian Philatelic Society. Then he also founded the Empire of Indian Philatelic Society. He went on to write many books on this subject. Then he started to write many books on this subject. He gave a scientific bent to his hobby. Then he gave a scientific bent, scientific turn to his hobby. He played a pivotal role in taking the study of Indian postage stamp to the international level. Then he played a very important, uh, role in taking the study of Indian postage stamp to the international level. He worked very hard for it. Having started his career as a postage stamp collector, Cooper achieved the expertise of the philatelist at the international level. He started his career as a postage stamp collector, but he achieved the expertise of the philatelist at the international level. He achieved that post. The postage stamp of Jal Cooper is an important source to understand his significant contribution to this field. Postage stamps of Jal Cooper are very important sources which help us to understand the significant contribution of his to this field, means which contribution he gives to the field of history. Then the next point is then next sources are material sources. The following sources are included among the physical sources. Among material sources, There are coins, places of worship, things in daily use, royal seals, ornaments, museums, clothing and modern architecture. The first point is coins. We can also understand history with the help of coins and the changes in the printing of currency notes. We are able to understand about history with the help of coins. Means the coins which uses before the pre-independence period, then the post-independence period, and which coins we use in the modern period, and also the printing of the changes which are made in the printing of currency notes. Reserve Banks of India prints the notes. Reserve Banks of India prints these currency notes. It has its headquarters in Mumbai and the printing notes headquarters is in Mumbai. The coins from 1950 to those used at present, the metals used for making them, their different shapes, the diversity of subjects on them together help us to understand the important contemporary issues in India. The coins from 1950, the coins which are made from 1915, those used at the present, and those coins which are we are going to use at the present time, the metals which is used for making them, their different shapes, and the diversity of subject on them together help us to understand the important contemporary issues in India. These all points help us to know about the diversity of the coin making. Coin to convey the message of pollution control and coins communicating the importance of agriculture and of farmers. There are some coins which convey the message of pollution control. There are some coins which communicating the importance of agriculture and of farmers. Then museums. All states of India have museums that depict the characteristics and display the cultural and social heritage of the state. We know that all states of India have different types of museums, and in that museums they depict the characteristics and display of cultural and social heritage of the state. They enable us to understand history. These museums help us to understand the history. Example, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum at Mumbai, Reserve Bank Museum in Pune city. Apart from the government museums, some private collectors also set up their own museums. We know that there are so many government museums, but apart that there are some private collectors also set up their own museums. They are based on the distinctive subject and they include very distinctive subject. That is, example is coins. Some private collectors make museums of coins, some makes notes, lamps and nutcrackers in different shapes, cricket equipment, etc. According to their hobbies, the persons collect different types of items at their museum center. Now we will see the remaining part of this lesson in our next period. Thank you.